the woman risked a miscarriage to secure a $3 billion deal for the company. She pulled the business back from the edge of bankruptcy, but in the end her reward was only $200. In that moment she finally realized how terribly wrong she had been. At the company's celebration banquet, she thought with her top performance, she would surely get a promotion and raise, maybe even be named vice president. But the president gave all the credit to Jim, the leader of Team 2, and Jim had contributed almost nothing. Watching the fruits of her labor stolen, the woman stood up on the spot and questioned them in front of everyone. She said clearly the project was secured by her while she was pregnant and risking her life, but the president replied coldly. He said during her maternity leave, the company still paid her salary. That was enough for her to be grateful. Then he ordered his staff to hand her $200, trying to brush her off, and said because she was weak, she would be transferred to Team 2 as a lowly assistant. Jim was smug with pride. The woman thought of how she had gone into early labor and ended up in the ICU from exhaustion. Her heart grew bitter. She had wanted to plead with emotion, hoping the president would at least give her the bonus to save her sick child, but all she got was humiliation and ridicule. When she tried to speak again, the president slapped her across the face. He said her child's illness was her own problem and had nothing to do with the company. Jim added insult to injury from the side. The woman finally could not hold back. She slapped Jim across the face and warned him angrily, if he dared insult her child again, she would never forgive him. Just then her assistant rushed in, telling her the medical bills had run out. If not paid immediately, her child's life was in danger. The assistant called on everyone to help donate. The employees responded at once. The woman was moved to tears. Seeing the people's support turn to her, Jim panicked and shouted, anyone who dared to donate would be fired. But the employees had long had enough of the exploitation. They stood up and declared they were willing to leave the company with her. Watching morale collapse, the president and Jim turned pale. Just as everyone was about to leave, Mr. Nua, the project partner, arrived in time. He publicly stated the woman was the core of the project. Without her the deal could not continue. He announced on the spot the contract would only count with her signature, otherwise the cooperation would end immediately. The whole room was stunned. The employees erupted in applause. The president and Jim were instantly humiliated into silence. Mr. Newell walked up to the woman and handed her a new appointment letter. He announced her as the project leader and promised her the shares and dividends she deserved.